We are Igloo Hearts.
Hi, hello.
And we are delighted to be part of the SoundBox Spring Thing. We're supporting Gilmore and Roberts on the 15th of April, Saturday, at St Mary's Creative Space, and we can't wait.
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be brilliant. So we've been asked by SoundBox to put together our own personal jukebox of our favourite top 10 songs.
Top 10.
That have influenced us or that provoke memories. It's been a bit of a struggle to get down to 10, but these are our favourites.
Genre number 1. So number 1 is Elephant by Jason Isbell, and it's a song that's about cancer, so it's very hard-hitting lyrically, but it's just beautiful, and it's certainly made me cry numerous times.
Yeah. I think he's just such a brave lyricist. to think the topics that he chooses, I think everyone can relate. Another one of his is If We Were Vampires, which is again, hard-hitting.
That's one that we've covered, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that's on our YouTube channel. Our second song is The Kiss by Judee Sill.
How did you discover Judee Sill?
Yeah, so that was through the Fleet Foxes. They covered one of her songs, Crayon Angels.
What's one of her stories that she...
I think she lived in a car for a long time, and she sort of held up a few gas stations and went to prison, and yeah, a bit of a naughty girl, really. Gosh,
but she did write some very beautiful music.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's going on the jukebox.
What's number 3?
So I think number 3 would be the Manic Street Preachers. Yes.
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 Yeah, so that's the song is called Yes, and it's the first song off of the Holy Bible album, which, yeah, it's very sort of a dark lyrical album. I think when Richie was writing most of the songs.
Yeah, I mean, we did go and see, they did an anniversary tour of this album a few years ago, and we went to watch them in Cardiff Castle.
Yeah, that was amazing, wasn't it?
Being Welsh, it was pretty cool. So they played the whole album and then a few of the favourites.
Lots of the hits.
Yeah, it just brings back loads of memories of being young and listening to this album over and over again when you're feeling a bit angry and a bit...
Yeah, it's a great album. Superb. Number 4.
Rufus Wainwright.
Yeah.
He's a pianist. There's a bit of a classical influence to his music. And my favourite song of his is called I Don't Know What It Is. We went to the International Piano Festival in Hastings a few years ago.
It's quite a drive.
Huge drive.
Quite a drive.
Storm Benji was going on at the same time. We were in the car probably having a bit of a row about why we were travelling this far.
Yeah.
To see Rufus Wainwright, but it was all worth it.
It was
fantastic.
Yeah, he was great. Just gotta make sure my shoulders are even. I've got one higher than the other. Number 5 is The Only Place, and that's by Big Thief. So it's off their latest album, which I don't remember the name of. And yeah, so I first heard The Only Place on some beach in Ibiza somewhere, and it came on, and again I started crying, because it's just a beautiful song. It's very Elliott Smith-esque, I would say.
It does get to you, doesn't it? And her voice as well is very unique.
Adrian Lenker, that is, of Big Thief.
So the song was again, what was it called?
The Only Place.
The Only Place.
Beautiful. Number 6.
I used to listen to a lot of classical composers, but mainly from the Romantic era, so like Chopin, Beethoven. Love the drama of that kind of time of music. And one of my favourite pieces is by Chopin, and it's D-flat major Prelude, the Raindrop song. And it's actually in the film Face Off with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage, which is the cheesiest film ever, but they played this piece of music in the middle of the film at the sort of the climax of the
when
the
he's
film.
peeling his face off.
Yeah. I'm not sure Chopin would have that in mind for this piece of music.
I think he had exactly that in mind when he was
But it's so beautiful. That's one of my jukebox songs, Chopin, Prelude in D-flat major.
Number 7. So we're going to go for Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush. I remember the first time I heard this song, I was a little boy. I think my dad took me to the butcher's where he worked in the
wow,
butcher's.
there's a treat.
So obviously there wasn't a lot for me to do as he was buying meats and things. So I was just listening to the music, and I don't think you ever forget the first time you hear that song. It's such a iconic chorus, and it's just amazing. Yeah.
She's such a brave songwriter though. Like, just love the drama of her performances and her songwriting. It's like no one else, I suppose. And she wrote a lot of the music when she was 16, I think. And she's still in everyone's minds now. It's just incredible, really. We have had a few comparisons to Kate Bush with the chords that we use, which is just mental, but we'll take that.
Song number 8, No Surprises by Radiohead.
Or Last Flowers by Radiohead. We can't decide. It's got to be a Radiohead song.
Last Flowers is some obscure B-side.
Yes, but it's beautiful. It's a piano-based Radiohead song, so just check that one out.
Could have picked any song off OK Computer, really. Number 9 is Alone Again by Love, the band Love. So it's off their album Forever Changes, and again it's a very interesting song, chordally.
I can't believe we'd never heard of this band before up until it was like last year or the year before. It was on a Spotify playlist and it came on and we were like, what's this? This is brilliant. Just the chord changes. I think it was the time of, was it Flower Power, and everyone may have been a bit high. but it's just...
Isn't that for Mario?
No, it's the time.
Final song on our jukebox selection is Riverman by Nick Drake from his album 5 Leaves Left.
Yes, well said. Well remembered. Yeah, it's a really beautiful song. And it's actually in 5/4, which is unusual for a piece. It's quite an orchestral arrangement, it builds, there's lots of drama in it.
Yeah, it's definitely not standard tuning on the guitar. I don't actually know if it is, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure it's not. Because he used to come up with like really strange guitar tunings with his really long hair and his long fingers.
He's such, again, clever musician. And I think that's what we like, is sort of, we've got a lot of classical influences and his music is very classical as well.
Yeah.
As with a lot of the other people on our jukebox selection.
So yeah, Nick Drake.
Yes.